Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. My name is Rev Rich, but today, in the spirit of the month of Halloween, I want to welcome you to the dark side. Hey, no, not really the dark side that you're thinking of, but it is a darkness that we find ourselves in. As always, my name is Reverend Rich, and I welcome you to Wisdom Wednesday once again. And as always, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell on our channel so you know when any new videos drop, or if you subscribe to us through podcast, just make sure that you subscribe to the podcast or wherever your favorite podcast listening program is. And with that, today we're talking about something that actually transcends all religions. And every religion, every spiritual practice has some sort of title for this, but the most known title is called The Darkness of the Soul, or The Dark Night of the Soul. And this is a period in which we're going and doing the work. We're experiencing new things, but now our soul is in chaos with our ego because we're so used to everyone telling us how things should be. We fall in line with everyone else. We want to be popular. We want to be, seen. And we do things almost like we try to entertain people. But when we become of that point of our spiritual journey that we see that we no longer need to do that. We've affirmed to ourselves that we are enough as we are. We affirm to ourselves that we have work to do. We affirm to ourselves and look in the mirror and see the person who we used to be versus the person who we authentically are. Our soul sometimes feels like it's going into chaos. There's a book I mentioned a while ago. It's called Hell in the Hallway, Light at the End. I think I got that right, but either way, it's Hell in the Hallway. And the book talks exactly about that. So if you consider a hallway, so you've left the door, you walked into this room, and all there is doors left and right, but there's a light at the end of the hall. And you're going through this, and as you're walking through, you're feeling the doubts. You're feeling low energy because your body's trying to keep you back where in the comfort. We know that a lot of times that just being in pain and being in sorrow makes us feel okay because we're so used to suffering in that. But hell in the hallway is literally that. It's the dark night of the soul. It's when we are walking through our journey and we feel out of place. We feel like things are not working out for us, but in reality it is. I talked about this on Monday. I don't know about your life right now, but I know where I'm at. There are a lot of blessings coming through, but there's also an energy that you feel, and we're seeing a lot of transitions happening. We're seeing a lot of families working through things. We see, our neighborhoods having challenges, and all of this is coming, and this generates an energy, and that energy begins to affect all of us. And sometimes that energy is hard to get past because especially those who consider themselves empaths or feelers or highly sensitive people is another title I've seen lately, where they feel the energy around them or they're feeling really drained. Yesterday I came from a celebration of life or a funeral, however you like to title it, of a young man whose life ended early. And there's a lot of people who are going to miss him. And there's a lot of people who, knew of him, maybe didn't know a lot of his life and all of that. And they want to celebrate who he was. But you're sitting in a funeral, your energy is low because we're missing him and we're missing that person. And depending on your belief, we know that he's left the corporal body and he's gone into a spiritual body and wherever you believe in. But we need to understand that that emotion affects us in the way we see or we perceive things. So when we talk about the dark night of the soul, It is not something that can be pinpoint how long it would take. All we know is, as I used to say, Winston Churchill used to, it's Winston Churchill's quote, is if you're going through hell, keep going through it. And if you read the book, Hell in the Hallway, you'll understand that what's happening now is that we took the right door. We did the work, we did the meditation, we did the affirmations, we've done the denials, we've done everything we need to do. Our body is starting to allow that outer shell to break away, and the authentic self is coming out. And it's challenging our ego because our ego wants to keep us comfortable. And it's not a bad thing. Our ego is truly the individual that we created through our experiences. But a lot of times those experiences are not serving us. So here we are, we took the last door, we go in, now we're in a hallway. Long, dark hallway, and we feel like we're going nowhere. We have no energy, we have fears are coming up, old thoughts are coming up, and we know that we must continue walking in faith forward. And we see the light at the end. And we keep walking, but to the left and right of us, we can see doors and escape routes and ways we can get out of it. Sometimes it's escapism. We're looking for something, alcohol, food, other people, regretfully drugs and things like that to escape the momentary pain. Sometimes we're looking to find a door to escape to go back. A long time ago, I did a talk on crossing the bridges that we know is ours. And we know is ours, and we only go halfway, and at the midsection of that bridge we turn back, and instead of continuing the other half, we run back to where we were because that's what we knew. So today is not a we're going to go for a day. Today is a day I want you to recognize that there are going to be challenges in life. One of my favorite songs by Mark Anthony, when translated into English, talks about how, sometimes the rain comes to wash a wound, and even just a drop can take away an entire drought. And in the second verse, he talks about going into the presence to understand his destiny and listening in the silence to know the path that we're going to take. And he's like, why do we suffer? Why cry? Life comes with challenges, and we still have to live it and experience it. So if you're going through that what sounds like the dark night of the soul, then I implore you to keep going. I implore you to keep moving, keep going, because when you understand hell in the hallway, you understand that light at the end of the hallway is actually you, your true self, your true person, and the person you authentically came here to be. And when you regain that light, you will see that you'll be able to bless other people and help them through the hallway. So again, it may feel like the darkness is upon us. It may feel like we're challenged in this time. We may feel like things aren't going right. But in reality, we're on the right path. We keep going. We're just going through that point where our soul and our ego are colliding. Our authentic self versus that created self are colliding. But we know that we were given a divine gift that we are here to share with the world. So I hope you got something from today. I hope you understand that if you're going through some stuff right now, as long as you truly know you've done the work, you'll get to where you need to be. As always, I love you. If no one else has told you that, nothing you can do about it. I bid you namaste, as the big and beautiful divinity in me celebrates that big and beautiful divinity in you. And remember, just keep going, because at the end of the hallway is a light, and that light is you.